Hmm. Let me do one thing more. I can open the article I wrote soon. Hmm.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah.
So what
Hello.
do you say? Yes.
Yes, it's allowed. It's allowed.
Okay. So mm, blocks 3. So let's talk about why AngularJS, right? Why not jQuery? Okay. So as I said, AngularJS is best for single page application, as well as you can make a simple application also, right? With
Okay.
jQuery, there are selectors. What happen in every element inside the DOM, that document object model? What you do? For every element inside the you put and when you want to retrieve the value from the element, what do? You write
Yes.
dollar and bracket and double quotes, the id name, either dot or hash, depends on your element, and then you can get the value of that element, right? This is the way how we retrieve the data from the element in
Yes.
jQuery. But here in AngularJS, they have simplified your life, especially is nothing much saving the values. This is not in AngularJS basically, right? The next thing is the next thing is uh, if you want to short some list in jQuery, you have to write some logic, right? Like if you want to you write your functions, you pass in data, callback, respond, and then your things are done, right? And again, you are binding the data back to your element from that, right? But here in AngularJS, what we do, we just write a single word, right, with the pipe operator, and that does everything, right? This is a kind of features
Okay.
I'm just explaining to you. You can see my screen also. There is a article mentioned AngularJS features, right? And you can see features of AngularJS that is provide, and jQuery doesn't provide this, right? So here is the thing. Now the next thing, I'll
Yes.
talk about the validations. Here what we do in client side validation, we write some functionality and just and inside the functions we write, is this, then do this, is this, then do this, and then display the message on the form that this is not right, this is not in the integer format, this is not well formatted, like phone number, it is not having some brackets and hyphens in it. So that's was the problem in jQuery, which is not in facilitated with directives term in AngularJS, which helps us to extend
Okay.
the HTML, right? Mean by using the thing, like you add an attribute to your and it extend the behavior of the element. Like in the div, you want to append something, like in the div you want to append a new HTML form, right? And second time you want to append a new form there, so you have an directive, and you say when when the condition is this, put this as this HTML file to this div, and second time you do the same thing. So you can make a dynamic forms, and you can append anytime. It is like a dynamic object in C sharp, where you can say dot id this, dot name do this. It is not a compiling, right? Because JavaScript is also a dynamic kind of language. So it is actually AngularJS is based on your JavaScript, so supports all the basic kind of JavaScript. And when someone asks you what is AngularJS, so you can simply answer them, this is a framework that is built over JavaScript. It is not a library, like, because it provides you project basically for the client side. You make a SPA where you define some controllers like you do in write elements and at the rate, in especially in razor view, you write at the rate and your object, and in the same way here you write a variable. Okay, so it is like I'm there only and you people
Hello.
are not
Yeah.
there, so that is why I asked. Okay, yeah, you can ask
Mhm.
question in between,
I
because
will ask
I'm
more
like
questions
just
later.
speaking, and sometimes I'm
No, no, we are
so
hearing you.
fast, so that is why I'm asking. Okay.
Yeah,
Hmm. Okay, so okay, then let's talk about more about the AngularJS features, right? What we do here, we make a object which is in the ready state. Eh, there is a concept of controller also, which control, and in the controller we can insert our object, like those are the service object. We will see that later, but this is why uh,
Actually, it is one of the things. Actually, it is one of
dependency
the main
injection.
feature of
So
AngularJS,
depend
correct? Dependency check.
yes. It is a kind of thing that is now people are really concerned about. Like in
Yeah.
MVC, we are now concerned about dependency injection, and in the same way, actually, what I believe technicians does, like the developers in the companies, mostly for Google and Microsoft, the concept one company introduced in the market, second company is definitely going this time, launched ASP.NET Core and having the things what Node.js was doing earlier, and they had just copied and provided new, right? So this is thing. And let's talk about something more about the AngularJS. There is a concept of routing. This is a controller, and this is a define the controller, and we define the that template will be gets loaded. So these are the basic things about the AngularJS. And next thing is if you are thinking about using it, mess all the things you can use, but it is not a, you know, good to have. It is not a good practice to use the jQuery with AngularJS, because you're thinking selectors, and when you are modifying the your in when you are going to value from uh, elements, you will think about the jQuery. Thing that you cannot do, you can use the jQuery, but it is saying like most of the work you can do using the AngularJS, because they provided everything in that one, right? That we know
Yeah.
from. And the next thing is AngularJS bootstrap process. So let me open this. Okay, this is the our this is going to be our first application, or you can say one page application, where we will be writing down something, and we will see how elements value gets changed on the fly. Hmm.
This actually a small doubt I have. Actually, what is a single
Okay.
page application? Actually, my thought of you. Suppose we're using only one page, that's like a single page
What we
application.
do.
I would not
Okay.
know about that.
Actually, what
Could you
happens?
explain?
You work on Ajax, right? What we do in
Yeah,
Ajax
yeah,
calls, we load the page once a time, right? And after that, for a
yeah.
special section of your browser page, you make a request, you
Okay.
take the data from the form, you post it to the service, and service respond, and you fill that section of the form only, right?
Yeah, correct.
Can see your whole page is not get reloaded again, right? Reloading the page means
Yeah,
your
correct.
DOM will again maintain everything in it, right? And it will get refreshed, and
Yeah,
then
correct.
render body and header part and everything scripts gets loaded again, right, from the browser.
Mm,
So in the single page application, what we do, uh, we make a page, HTML page, and we load that page
okay.
once a time, and that says your DOM is
Okay.
ready now, right? And what
Okay.
we
Yeah.
do, we have the menu bar, right? And we have on the top header and left menu bar, and there is a div, right, which gets refreshed every time when you click on any of the menu. So that means
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can show you using the Paytm website, I guess. Okay, wait. Paytm, I'm sorry. Paytm is using AngularJS, by the way.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah, I visited this.
hmm,
Yeah.
okay. So what happens?
Yeah. Tell me.
Suppose this is a menu bar, right? This, and
Yeah, correct.
oh, I'm sorry. They are load. How many? See, and this is a div, right? Sunday Bazaar. When you
Okay.
click on the shop
Yeah.
by category, this will refresh this div
Okay.
and load some data, right? When you click
Okay.
again on the Sunday Bazaar, it will again load something
Okay.
else, that HTML you define your application,
Okay.
and that gets loaded here.
Okay.
That means you are not doing this. See, reload this page. You are not doing this every time, right? It is
Yeah,
only
correct. Yes.
refreshing the certain part of your page. That is a single page
Okay.
application. Okay,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you. Yeah, I do.
so
Okay.
this
Yeah.
is this, and what we do. Okay, let me show you something interesting, and let's go with the what we should do now. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So here is Sublime text editor. You can use the same, because if you want to use the Visual Studio 2015 or 13 or 12, you need to make then an MVC application, and from there uh, you will be loading the first page, and inside that you are going to write your single page application using the AngularJS. Okay. So what I have done now, I am using the
Okay.
Sublime text editor that you can do also for seeing the quick response from this HTML page, and that's okay. We will start from there, and then we will be moving towards making a CRUD operation using the AngularJS, right? Okay. So do you see the screen, or should I zoom it?
Okay.
Okay. So this is our HTML tag that we write uh, at the very first, that is
Okay.
defining the doc type. Here is a script that I have written to include the AngularJS in my application, right?
Okay.
I have taken out an online link,
Okay.
but what you
Okay.
can do, you can download the Angular main.js, and you can include that path, local path, to your HTML file
Okay.
in the same way, right? Again,
Yeah. Actually, you are using
yes,
a CDN, correct?
okay.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
otherwise,
Yeah.
there is a NuGet package manager in Visual Studio they provide. You can simply install AngularJS to your project.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
here is the body part. Again, here is a div where I have written ng app, which means this is a directive, right? And there is a element where you can input some data, because input type is text. And then again, I have written ng model, the name, and I
Okay.
said hello, and then binding the name
Yeah. Yeah.
again. And this is the whole thing that I'm doing. And if I go to my, okay. So, do you see this screen? What I'll do, I'll write
Yeah.
Diksha, and you see how frequently it is getting changed. I'm writing this Diksha here,
Yeah.
and
Correct.
did I did I have done anything? No, I didn't have done anything. What I did, I simply write
Yeah.
ng model and then name, and
Okay.
writing name inside this double braces, the middle braces, right? This is
Yeah.
called expressions,
Yeah.
right? You call it like
Okay.
expression in AngularJS. So
Okay.
whenever you want to show something, right, outside the
Okay.
outside to your element, you simply write double braces, and then you can put your variable name, and that's it.
Okay.
What is ng model? We will now talk about this. There is a term called scope in AngularJS. So what scope
Okay.
does? Scope is a thing that bind your business model to the presentation model, right? So it is like our HTML file, and if you want to get access this name in the controller of my,
It's like
it is
in
like a glue.
it's like in
Sorry?
the
No.
okay.
Tell me.
Yeah, it's like it's like intermediator between two things, like
Yes,
controller and
yes,
viewer.
it is that one. It is that one. Okay, it
Okay.
is like a glue.
Yeah.
And okay, it is a glue that works between the presentation view and your controller. And you can simply pass data using
Okay.
this, because you are not writing anything explicitly. It does everything implicitly. So this is the thing. And what you can
Okay.
do more in AngularJS, if I remove name from here, and if I write 5
Okay.
plus 10,
Okay.
And if I go where there, I'm listening some voice. I don't know how.
Voice. Did you save this thing?
Hello,
Did you save? I think.
hello.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm listening some voice.
Yeah, these are. You know, I don't know where it's coming from here.
I have muted my
From my
mic
side.
I don't
also, but
know.
some
See,
other yes, some other person is in the meeting. Gauri, I think so.
No, only
can I?
we
Can
have
can
we have
I?
only
Wait,
three
wait, wait.
person.
Let me check it. Oh my God. Okay. But I'm listening this voice continuously. I don't know. Wow. Hello. Not listen. Yes. I don't know. If I'm muting, then okay, definitely. I don't know from where it is coming.
Just 1 minute. I also try to mute my.
Hello, Ignesh. Yeah, can you check with Gauri?
Yeah, yeah, Mukesh.
Oh, it's your system.
Cover
I
is my
think.
system. Yeah, I am using my friend's system.
God.
Actually,
Huh.
uh, you remove the H1 tag. Actually, you are using inside of the H1 you are using.
Yeah, that sounding is.
What? Hello?
Yeah,
He
yeah.
is
What
telling you
did
to
you
remove
say?
the H1 tag.
Yeah, H1 you fully removed H1 tag. I think.
Why?
Yeah, try to run. Just save and try to run it.
Wait. No, no. It is not getting refreshed. Oh, why? Oh, God.
This
No,
thing
no, no, no. Not,
where is model? NG model. I think you removed model. Unfortunately, you removed that model. We
no, no,
can
no, no.
see the end.
See, it has nothing to do with the model. That's okay. We are not using that
Okay.
model. That is not a, you know, problem, right? Wait.
I think your online
God
link has not
damn.
refreshed
Really?
properly. I think so. Go to Google Chrome.
It is still
Go to
taking
Google Chrome.
the old one. No, no, no. I have changed
Yeah,
the
press
code.
F12. F12.
No, 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 no.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I'm seeing
Go
that
to console.
F12.
No, there also it's not showing any error.
Okay. No, it doesn't have any error. See, I don't know why I'm seeing this. God. I
Actually, it's
changed the
not
code.
refreshed. Yes, yes. Actually, it's not refreshed properly.
I don't see any error inside this.
No, no. I think it's a browser problem.
I. Oh, God. No, no, no. It is not a browser problem because see, uh, I did in
Yeah,
I
yeah,
ran
yeah.
it here also in IE the same thing, right?
Then how it is
And
showing?
again, it is in Google the same thing. Oh God, can I do one thing?
Oh, it has been changed
Oh,
in some other
wait,
place, I
wait,
think
wait.
so.
Wait. Let me do one thing. I think something's not right that I'm doing. Open
Yes,
the
yes,
file.
yes.
No, no. Yes, I believe so. It is
Yeah,
7 and
correct.
7. Oh, God. This should be the things, right?
Yeah, you have done the changes in some other file, I think so.
Okay, let me change this. Yes, possibly.
Yes, yes,
Because
yes, yes.
it has
You have
been
changed the
get
file outside
saved
of the
at two
directory.
places. So, yes,
Yeah.
now I can see that. Okay, now it is there.
Yeah.
God. Okay.
Okay.
So, this is the expression body, right? uh, where we can do any calculation, we can write anything. It just help out to show the calculation, because in earlier we cannot write anything directly to the span or paragraph or the things like, if you
Okay. So the expression
at the
is used
runtime if you
to
want to
show the
make some
model
changes, you
values
can
in the
do that
UI,
here.
right?
So expressions.
Okay.
Yes, model values.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
model values you show at the UI part. So this is like
It
earlier,
will be automatically updated in
any
the model.
modifications, yeah, you can also do inside the
Okay.
expressions, if you are binding the values. Yes,
Okay.
like earlier, if
Okay.
you want to see, you have two things in your object, like Diksha Sharma, the first name Diksha and Sharma. You want to put some in between that a new name. You
Okay.
can put that easily using the expressions. But in jQuery, you have to modify using the
Okay.
JavaScript or jQuery, that dollar selectors were there. So that was like a tedious task. You cannot do
So
that
we
so
have to
easily,
write
right?
some coding for the to update the changes in jQuery. But the advantages in the
Hmm.
Angular is automatically it will be updated in the model. Okay.
It Yes, you make the changes in your UI. You can see that in your model, and that will automatically update it without doing
Okay.
anything. And
Okay.
it is so frequent. At the same time, you can see the changes. Okay.
Okay.
So next thing is what I was saying. This is the NG app, right? What it does. NG app says
Okay.
Okay.
that your application is using the AngularJS framework, right? NG app is the thing by which your HTML, your DOM understands there is a AngularJS. I have to work like AngularJS behaves. So you can say Bootstrap. It starts with,
Boots.
yeah,
Yeah.
AngularJS Bootstraps it starts from here. Whenever you add NG app
Okay.
to your uh, HTML page. And I can tell you the best part of AngularJS.
Okay.
See, whatever the directives you make in AngularJS, right? This is an introduction class, so I'm just taking
Yeah.
everything on the fly, and then
Okay.
from
Okay.
the next class, we will do it thoroughly, every example and everything. Okay. So when you make any
Okay.
directive, what you do, see, ng app.
Okay.
Next thing is again ng
Okay.
model, and again ng init. But when you use of directive, what you do, you write your I'm going to write a short thing, input type text. And if you want to apply this ng model to your element,
Okay.
what you will do,
Model.
ng, then you
Okay.
put dash, and then you write model in the small letter. Yeah. So this is a basic interview question. Sometimes people ask you, what is the basic thing about the directive when you change it to an attribute. There
Okay.
is much more concept in directive,
Yes.
and we will do that later also. So this is, I just got remember and thought to tell you. Okay.
Okay. What is
So
ng in it?
there is a one more thing that I can tell you right now. See what we can. Hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
ng in it. Okay, this is what I was about to tell you guys. Okay. So this is ng, and we write dash and we say init, and what we do here, we write the first name. Yes, first name equal to Diksha. I
Okay.
think I have written this
Yeah,
one
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Okay, see this. Do you see this example? Okay.
Yeah,
Hello.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
So
It's a yeah.
see, let me run this first, and then I'll be explaining the things in it. Okay.
Okay.
So see, now what happened? You can see the name is John, right? And
Yeah,
John here
yeah,
and John here. So if I change this,
Yes.
see
yeah,
the behavior. I removed this from the element. Everything is gone, right? Now I'm going to write
yeah,
Vignesh. See, Vignesh is everywhere. Okay. But if I run this
yeah.
program again, you are going to get the John, not the
Yes,
Vignesh
correct.
this time, because data is lost, right? So
Okay.
when you refresh the
Yeah.
page, when you refresh the page, your
Okay.
ng app again
Values.
bootstrapped, right? Your ng init uh, stores the data and your uh, yeah, in that
Default
in that
one,
in
correct?
that variable default one, yes,
Okay.
Okay.
in AngularJS, right? You uh, any element with the next element in presentation view. At the same time, it binds with the scope of the controller. So let me explain using the code. Okay. So this is how we put ng in it.
Okay.
What you do, it is not like you put ng in it with the ng app. It is not necessary, right? But here, as we have less number of elements, so we are
Okay.
doing by this way. And write ng in it. Inside that, you define the
Okay.
variables, right? You initialize some values, and when your page gets loaded, right? So what happened? Your ng model binds with the initial or default value of that variable, right? And you have displayed it here
Okay.
using the expression. So that is why you can say this, John. And when you
Okay.
change your model, anything you can change your model and write something down, that gets binded to everywhere, right? Okay. So this is how
Okay.
nginit work, and is a directive provided by AngularJS,
Okay.
right? And there
Okay.
are number of directives in AngularJS. So do we will move now to the AS bootstrap process, how it works.
Okay.
See, there are two types of bootstrapping that happens in AngularJS application. One is sorry,
When did you submit this article? Booster process.
22 to
Okay, okay, okay.
22 of May. Okay. So see, there are two. I think I got
Mine?
your comment also. No, see, yes, there is your comment also. I thought you have already
Yes,
seen
I
this.
forgot
Okay.
it. Yes,
Okay. So okay. So there are two kinds for bootstrapping of AngularJS process. One is the automatic process that is not handled by you. You simply
no.
bind ng app attribute to your element. It's loaded, right, for the first time. What it does, because you have written ng app there, so what your Angular does, it sees
Okay.
your ng app directive that you have written at the application level. You can
Okay.
not only the div, You can write it inside this also. That doesn't
ng
matter.
app.
But one HTML file only have one ngf. Yeah, yeah. There will be one ngf. You can put
One,
it here. Hmm,
this,
okay.
this, I have one small doubt. Yeah, if you remove the ng/init means,
Hmm.
if you remove that one line means,
This line.
actually, yeah, if you remove means what will happen?
What should I remove?
Yeah, this line ng/init
This.
equal to first. Yeah, I think if you try to
Okay,
run,
sure.
could you run now? It's like while you are typing, it's not updating, correct?
No, no, no. That was different issue. See, that means nginit is nothing. Just providing the initial value of your variable, right? I mean,
Okay.
see, if you write your C sharp class, right?
Yeah,
You do
yeah,
everything on instance level. You set to initialize, and sometime you need
yeah,
to
okay.
fill some information when you are
Yeah,
constructing the
okay.
memory for your
Yeah, yeah,
class, right?
yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
Okay. So where we were, bootstrapping process. Yeah. So this is, I have written my custom module, so
Okay.
don't worry about that. You can simply write it without writing my app. It will work because the default is given by AngularJS, that is ng app. You do not need to pass any name there. But yes, if you are providing if you are writing some, routing, you are writing some values for your AngularJS project, that we will learn later. In that other time, we will make this Angular module, right? And we pass some more directives and modules to this Angular module, and that works. Okay. So
Okay.
I was saying, whenever DOM gets loaded, it looks for a ngf directive, and you can write it anywhere. Just ng app, and ng app can be anywhere from the body to the end, right? So this is this. And if
Okay.
I say I need to write down a module for my application, so this is a way how you write your uh, module for your application. So what you do, you write Angular, that is provided by angular.js.
Okay.
You write dot module, you pass your name here, right? You can for now you can make empty this array. We will talk about this later also. If we pass some more modules in this, uh, so that we can get some more functionality of the Angular. That's it. So this is the variable where we have our module, and we use it here inside this HTML, right? You can see here I put it here HTML level, right? Here I put it at body part. Earlier I had it inside the div. So it anywhere in our HTML page. It will just bootstrap whenever that line of code will be compiled or
Oh,
hit by the browser, right? Okay. So, so my God, some voices again there.
Just 1 minute. Please, just 1 minute. Oh my God. Oh,
Let's leave it
yeah,
because
okay, okay.
time is going on, and we have to wrap it up. Okay. So again,
hello.
so whenever you write
Hello.
ng app, it just understand that you are writing an AngularJS application, and it just hello,
Yeah, this
hello.
yeah.
Hello. Yeah.
Mukesh?
Suddenly, I'm not
Yeah,
able to
hello,
hear your
Mukesh?
voice. Yeah. Now you are audible.
I
Now
think
you are audible
is
for me.
not able to
Yeah. Yeah.
listen me.
I'm audible.
Hello.
Hello, Mukesh?
Okay,
Could you
okay,
hear
okay,
her
okay,
voice? Hello?
okay. So, uh,
Okay.
it loads your module to the application, and it is working on whatever you have written there, right? So, what you say, uh, whenever you write any ng app
Hello.
to your HTML page, that means that will use that part will be used as an Angular application, and rest of that will hello, hello,
Huh? Mukesh, could you?
Yeah. Yeah.
HTML. For bootstrapping any Angular application, you can use any of the method, either automatic or
Okay.
manual. But don't remember, don't use both of those, right? Just use either manual process or automatic process. So let's move to the manual process. What you do in manual process, you just write down your module. See how I have written here angular.module, the same way I have written earlier for automatic process ng app, then array. And
Okay.
here is the thing, in your application you don't write what to say. See,
Okay.
uh, you do not need to write this ng app, just get rid of this, right? And you write, let me get it here. See what happened here. Somewhere is raining, I guess, no?
Mukesh, is raining there? Is raining there in your place?
Sorry.
No,
Sorry.
no, Diksha, here
Hello.
also.
No.
In
No.
your place, did you check?
No.
In
No.
your
It's
place?
rain. It's not
Okay, okay,
raining
that's fine.
here.
No, no, no. Maybe. Oh my God. Maybe. Let me
Because you
check
are
it.
taking the
Actually, I'm
you are
inside
taking
the
the
room.
class very interesting.
Maybe my internet.
Interesting.
Okay, so it is yellow weather outside, and I think it is going to rain. Or maybe because of time, it is 7:20. So
No
this
problem.
is
No problem.
okay. Okay. So now the next thing is, see, this is how we use the ng controller, right? And here inside the ng controller we pass the controller name. Here we have done one more thing, we have included the AngularJS, and we have manually bootstrap the process angular.module. And it is the same way that we have written earlier angular.module. This is the controller part, where we name the controller, what is the controller name, and the scope is the thing. This is
Okay.
the dollar scope I was talking about. So what dollar scope does,
Okay.
uh, dollar scope is an object where we can add more
Okay.
properties to it, and initialize properties inside the dollar scope
Okay.
and assign some value, right? And what we do next, this dollar scope object will be used by your presentation view. You can say HTML. See, I have written here movie name, right? And this movie name will be get binded to this element and will get loaded in the HTML part. So
Okay.
dollar scope is the object that binds your controller to your what
View.
presentation
Yeah.
view. So there can be, yeah, view. So that means in AngularJS project there can be multiple controller. It is not like we can use one controller, two controller. It is like what we do in MVC. uh, it is based on the module and we make some it is so frequent now. Okay, so we make number of controllers for handling one or more type of functionality. And this is the way how we achieve the bindings, data binding in AngularJS. So there is a scope of controller. When we write dollar scope, that means that is a scope of the controller you used.
Okay.
If we talk about this example, see the ng controller, my controller, right? So if I have used this my controller inside the div, that means whatever the element inside this will be associated to this my controller, right? And this has the it has the scope of it, this div, I mean this div to this div.
Okay.
If I write some more okay, if I
Okay.
write some more divs here, right? And I write anything like sorry,
Okay.
and if I write next movie name, that means inside this dollar scope,
Next
Okay.
movie name. No
sorry.
problem. Next.
Okay, so whenever you say Angular, sorry, your model dot controller, and then your name control my controller, and you pass your dollar scope and the function you write. So from this location to this, you can do anything with this object and write anything. And whenever you are adding that controller to the element, inside that that variable will behave same as you are doing in controller. That means you can write multiple variables with the same name and associate that variable from different controller. And if you are writing different controller, that means all every controller has its own scope, right? And in every scope you can make uh, some variables with the same name. It is the same kind of thing you do in C sharp, right? You have different namespaces, right? And different namespaces you write, you can write same
Okay.
class with the same name with the same structure, right? And it will behave the same. And if you are talking about using those classes and you put some values to the instance, and that will like putting some values. Or you can say
Okay.
one
Okay.
more thing, you can say there is a class employee and id and name. So if you make two instances of those, first instance one and Vignesh, second is second and Diksha, and third is Mugesh, and third id.
Okay.
So three copies will be there for that memory, right? And if you will change object 1 dot name equal to something else, and object 2 dot name is something else too, so only that object will be get affected by the by changing the values. You cannot uh, you cannot modify every every object and every object name. You cannot modify once. If you are changing into first object, that means you are changing for the first object only, and it will have no relation with the second object because memory allocation is different, right? So here that is a concept of scoping in AngularJS. One controller will have a different scope and second controller will have a second scope. And later then we have a new concept of parent and child controller, like we have base class and derived class in C sharp. In the same way here we have the parent controller and child controller. And scope chaining is a term there uh, where you have like constructor chaining we have. In the same way you have here, we have here scope chaining, and we propagate the data from one scope to another scope. And there is a dollar root scope. It is a
Okay,
parent
okay,
of every controller, like we have system dot object in C sharp, and every object is a
Okay.
okay,
derived from system dot object, and system dot object is the
okay,
top root object of the C sharp framework, right? So here, in whenever you make
Oh,
any AngularJS application that has a dollar root scope, that helps you to send the data from one controller to another controller and another controller. Otherwise you can make a what your that parent and child controller relationship. So this is thing. If someone asks you what is a dollar scope, then you can simply say it is an application object that is used in controller.
okay,
And by using this, uh, you can bind your data on the presentation view. And for binding the data to the presentation view, you are going to use ng dash model, right?
okay.
That is the thing that
Actually,
binds.
simply like we.
Hmm. Hello.
Yeah, this like simply
Yeah,
like fetch the
Vignesh.
data
Yeah,
from the.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, told you actually scope is just.
Hello. Yes, controller to view
Yeah.
and to the
okay.
port. See,
Hello.
see, see, see. In one. Hello.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Here I'm voice, no problem. Yeah.
Hello.
Diksha, I am hearing your voice. No? Yeah, Diksha, I am hearing your voice.
Okay, okay. Uh, okay, okay, fine. Actually, I'm not able able to hear you both because it's really there. I think मौसम कैसा है बाहर? मौसम कैसा है?
No, suddenly we are
Up
getting
now,
some connectivity
and we
That's
problem.
we
it.
can start it. Any question
Okay.
right now? Hello.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's no problem.
Hmm. Okay. So, what I can
Actually, still. eh,
Hello. Yeah, can you
show
hear me?
you something very quickly.
Yeah, until now.
Google. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Oh shit. Angular
Okay.
Google. See this website, angularjs.org. It has everything in it. Hello. Okay. Yes. And don't go for Angular
Yeah, we can have.
2. Yes. Don't go
Yeah,
for
we
Angular
can.
2 now
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because it
We
is
can
new
have.
in
We can
market.
have
It is not
everything in
having
this
all
website
features in it.
about
There
AngularJS.
is a total different structure in Angular 2.
Okay.
If you are learning AngularJS now, right, go for AngularJS
Okay.
1.7, which was the last version of the release. Then next you can move to the
Yeah.
AngularJS 2, but at
Okay.
least more by the industry. But after that, there will be people who will be using AngularJS
Yeah.
2. But now you can move ahead with the AngularJS 1. Okay. And let's this meeting, and then we will start doing practical things like making custom directives and using the controllers and how to make the app.js. App.js means where we do there is a
Okay.
it is recommended by AngularJS that for
Okay.
separating out the things in your application for proper structure. And this is how we will move ahead with the conversation. You can decide the next
Yeah.
topic.
To me, and actually Sunday is okay for to all. Yeah, I know. I know. Okay. Hmm.
To sleep by
Oh,
1 p.m. 1 a.m. So we
learning.
have
You are
3 to
learning.
4 hours. Sorry, 5 hours for learning. So you guys just writing more blogs on C Sharp Corner. So I'll be doing that. So
This in
we can
future we
decide the
will start
timings.
a
We can.
one.
Sorry. Hello. Yes.
Hello.
Okay, that's fine.
Future we will
But
create one
I
separate
was
blog.
saying,
Okay.
let's decide for the next topic so that you can read something about that. You can put more
Yeah.
questions. I can ask more questions, and we can actually discuss
Okay.
rather than discussing the things
Yeah.
will be good.
Yeah.
I think for both all of us,
Yeah.
and
Correct. Yeah.
that's the thing.
Before taking before taking the next
Yeah, we
topic.
can discuss the. Yeah, we can look into the points
Okay.
same which you have said. Child controllers, parent and child controllers,
Yes. So
models.
that's a beginning. Next topic, child control. Next time I will not be explaining the things that much, but I'll be doing the coding so that we
Okay.
can get to know
Yeah.
how to
Okay.
code in AngularJS and how fast we can code with good learning. That's yeah. Meeting now because I'm feeling
Yeah.
bad about the weather in
Okay.
soon. Bye.
Okay. Okay, Diksha.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for your time, Diksha. Yeah. Okay.
Hmm.
Bye.
क्या कह रहे हो तुम चलोगी तुम चलोगी हम्म Hello. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Can you tell me the session we recorded? How can I save it? Because it is there and I don't know how can I save it and where to save it. No, 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 no. I was